And I will never forget going back home to my father and telling him, guess what? I'm going to Morgan State one day. And he's like, who are you talking to? I said, I'm telling you, I'm going to Morgan State.
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Beauty in You podcast. I am very excited for this guest today. She has my heart and has had my heart for a very, very long time. I'm excited to hear her story, and I know her story is going to inspire you. So, hi.
I know. I'm like sitting here like, you have my heart too, and you always will. And I can't believe I'm sitting here on the couch and you're sitting on that side.
I know, it's weird, right?
I know, but thank you. Thank you so much for even considering to have me on your show. It really means a lot to me. It does.
You have inspired me since we met. How many years ago?
Gosh.
It's a lot of years.
Okay, well, we can go back and say the first time you had a baby
so,
inside of you.
Yep. So Trey's 17 now.
So it's been 17 years.
Yep. My programs for my wedding came from you. So, I mean, I've always been so touched by you, and I admire you and everything that you're doing, everything that you've gone through. So you continue to inspire me. So, of course, I would love to have you here to tell your story. Why wouldn't I? Like, you inspire me to keep going, and I'm just shooting for the moon.
Thank
Definitely
you.
shooting for the moon. I don't even know all your story.
I know.
I like deep down. Like, I want to know. I want to know. So I first introduce yourself and all the great things you've done, and then we'll get into your story, the woman behind the brand.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's so hard to introduce yourself.
I know.
But my name is Micheline Bowman, and I consider myself a media maven as the adult. But I'm also an encouragement enthusiast, which means that I love to help encourage people to follow their dreams, their passions, and things like that. But other than that, I'm different because my name is different and unique. And I tell people, if you meet me, you will know. And it doesn't matter if it's in the beginning or the end of when you meet me in your day, we're connected. And that's how we are. We're connected.
Being connected, like I said, since day one. So walk me through how you got here. You are an enthusiast. You motivate everyone. You're such a sweet person. You like to see women win. And
Definitely.
That's inspiring within itself. But walk me through your past a little bit. How did you get here?
So I will be, oh my gosh, I have to say this. I'll be 60 next year, so 59 in a few months. I can't believe I'm saying that. But that's a blessing because I can honestly say in the 5 decades plus of my life, that's how I look at life in decades. We don't have, you have X amount of years, but if you start looking at your life in decades, it'll make you just change your whole trajectory of what it is you're trying to do. So for me, I'm going to take you back and bring you forward. I truly believe that I was born for a reason and a purpose, and you hear that a lot. But as a child, I knew that when I was given the name Micheline, I'm like, that was something right there that I had to live into my purpose of my name, which I did not like into college. I hated Micheline. People call me Michelle, Maybelline, Micheline, everything but Micheline. And back in the day, before your time, we would have to fill in little circles for our name or a test, and it always stopped at Michelle. But I'm Micheline with one L, no hell in Micheline. And at the age of 12, I knew exactly my plans of my life. People were like, how do you know at the age of 12? But my parents were divorced. My mom was, we lived in New Jersey. And at the age of 12, I used to always go back and forth to Baltimore to visit my family as a little girl. But at 12, I was allowed to ride my bike to Morgan State University campus. And that's where I could meet my cousin. That was our halfway mark. And literally, something said to me, you're going to this college one day. And I will never forget going back home to my father and telling him, guess what? I'm going to Morgan State one day. And he's like, who are you talking to? I said, I'm telling you, I'm going to Morgan State. That summer, I went back home to New Jersey, and that's all I talked about was going to Morgan State. Fast forward, at the age of 15, my mom got orders to move to California. She was in the military. She got stationed at Long Beach. And I'm like, I can't move to California. That's too far from Morgan. She's like, you still on this Morgan State kick? I said, I am on this Morgan State kick. Now, my mom and dad divorced when I was a toddler, but I would spend summers in Baltimore, so I never lived with my dad. But it was like, I'm 15. Hey, Dad, can I live with you? And he's like, sure. But he didn't understand the whole thing that I was gung-ho on Morgan State. So at the age of 15, I moved to Baltimore, Maryland, found out you needed 2 years of in-state residency, 10th grade. So they gave me my 2 years. I applied to one college. I got into Morgan State, and the rest was history. I tell people, you have to really, if something's inside of you, that passion is burning, it's for a purpose. And I just tapped into it at the age of 12. So I knew that I had to do everything I said I wanted to do. Not only did I go to Morgan State, I was in and out. I said 4 out the door, paid for all 4 years. I'm 15, figuring this all out now.
Wow.
My parents never stepped on Morgan's campus until I graduated in 1988. I figured out everything, how to pay for school, everything. Now, I do tell people that I'm not perfect, have never been perfect. My senior year, I got pregnant, but I did not let that stop me. My mission was 4 out the door. I had 21 credits as a senior in college. And if you go to college, you know your bulk of everything is that final year.
Yeah.
I had my son September 22nd, 2 weeks back to school, back to work, finished with a 3.9. Yes. Along the way, I never knew what my next step was, but I knew it was going to be perfect. I got a call from a television station in Washington, D.C., Fox 5, and they interviewed me. They were like, oh, well, there's nothing going on right now. We'll keep you in mind. I don't even know. A professor, to this day, I don't know, sent all the things I had written to help me get money to go to school to Channel 5, and they called me off of something I had written. Wow. And that was in October of 1989. I was hired.
Wow.
Moved down to Prince George's County. That started my whole 27-year journey in television, which turned into me literally meeting and working and booking, planning, producing, writing, you name it, for this countless people. Fast forward, I had to start pouring back into myself. I love to speak. I love to host. And because of my love of talking, my gift of not being quiet, it has allowed me to be on some of the best stages in this world to, just to motivate, to encourage, to host events. And in the midst of that, as you see, I'm a talker. I get to meet great people like you and help encourage them and get them on in media. 2017, my life took a turn. They eliminate my position. I always do this because I said their elimination was God's elevation. And my life, again, took off from that. I started my own media company where I could do what I did for somebody who paid me, and I was on their clock, on my own clock in my own time. And since then, again, I have this, you name it. I don't really think there's a person that you can name that I wanted to meet that I have
met.
not
I know,
met.
You've been everywhere.
And people come to me, it's not like I'm seeking them out. Some type of way the universe puts them in my path, and we're just connected, and here I am. I'm in your path, and we're connected.
We've been connected. You're not going anywhere. I told you you're stuck with me forever.
So does that answer the question at all? I hope that
You'd answered the whole question and then some. I didn't know or realize, because the part where I didn't know you were pregnant in college, because I was pregnant in college. And so one thing you said that stuck out to me, though, was that passion, like having that passion. And that's something that I had for a while, and I'm just now, like I'm only 5 years in this thing, figured out what I'm supposed to do. But I've always had that when I was little, but I didn't know what it was.
But you felt it.
But I felt it. And I always, like, it's the first time I feel like I can talk about it, because I think it's weird when I say it, like, I don't know what this is. Even
feel it.
Going, like everything that I'm doing and working on right now, I'm like, I don't know what this is. Charles, I don't know what this is. He's like, okay, well, just do it. I am. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I'm going to figure it out. But I see it and I feel it. And I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's the one thing I think as women, we have to start tapping into the gut feeling. Yeah. You're feeling a way for a reason. And sometimes it could be a negative reason. Like I said, I know I'm a light. And I know, and I have to keep telling myself, I am to attract more light. Light attracts light. Yeah. I want to be that light in darkness. But if I go into a place where I feel it's dark with dark energy and dark people, I don't want to turn my light on. Because why do I need to give them light? They don't need my light. Yeah. So you have to find your people. And again, decades. As women, we were in our 10s. It's different than our 20s. Yeah. It's different than our 30s. We should graduate and elevate ourselves in our decades. And again, there might be women that you were around in your teens that you're like, I can't get nothing from them. They can't give me anything. But that's why people, they say, are in your life for seasons. You have to believe that. And the older you get as an adult, the adult people you meet, they're pretty much going to ride out with you because you look, I'm solid, I'm good, I know where I am, and that to me is a blessing. But you got to accept whatever that passion is. I tell people your passion is going to be different than your purpose, which is going to be different than your hobby and all that type of stuff. Hobbies are great. Right. But having a passion for something that you wake up every day and you're like, I don't know what it is, but I'm supposed to be doing this. Yep. That is what you're supposed to do. And you have to ride that out. Because if not, it's going to be one of those, dang, I wish I could have. Yeah. Why didn't I? Because I'm doing that now. I'm recreating who I am. Yeah. Honey, I'm going to 60 like, what?
First of all, I didn't even know you were turning 60.
No, next year, 59.
Yeah, but still, I'm just like, you look good, boo. You look good. No, but I don't know. I wish I could explain. I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. It's cool to hear that you say that, and it's weird that I feel.
But that's a good. It's a good energy. You should feel like the whole butterflies every time you do something. When you think about something, it's like the unknown is definitely scary.
I was gonna say that part too.
Yeah, and fear is going to push pause on a lot. Mm-hmm. Fear has pushed pause on a lot of things. But I also realize that as women, we have to, you hear push through the fear, push through the this. Sometimes you can't push through. You got to push pause. Just stop. Because if you're constantly trying to push against it, it's pushing you back, you're never going to get ahead. But if you push pause and stop, okay, how do I got to get there? How come I can't get there? What am I not doing? You have to sometimes push pause and give yourself grace and mercy. We don't do that enough.
I don't do that.
We're trying to be superwoman, super mom, super wife. I ain't even been married, so I'm not a super anything just yet. I have faith. But pushing pause for me in my, I guess, 50s, really, I had to push pause. I had to stop, and because the silence became so loud. And I'm like, why is this overwhelming? And I realized it's because I was constantly, literally, what do you need? What can I do? What can I get you? What? But no one was asking me what did I need. People they were always pulling and getting elevated. Yeah. But I was still at the same space. So I'm realizing my crown is so heavy because I've got so many gems and jewels helping other people, but my soul was still empty. So I told myself that as long as God gave me a voice to speak to people, I'm going to pour something positive in them. And I say I walk with my hands open. So you can put something in or take it out. But I'm not walking around in life with my hands balled up like I'm ready to fight. I'm in a fight for life, but not like that.
Yeah. But you do that. You do help everybody.
I know.
You do. You help everyone, and you're always on a stage. But I know you get joy out of being on stage, but I've always known you to just help. Like
That's
help
my
and
energy.
do and pour and pour and pour. Self-care, that part is hard.
It is very hard.
That is something that I had to learn. And in my 30s, I'm going to be 40 next year.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Oh, my God. But let me tell you about 40.
Oh, my God.
For those who are watching, again, the great thing about life is living and being able to celebrate. I tell people, I don't ever tell somebody I'm a different age or lie about my age. Why? I think that if you're allowed to wake up and live and have life, you are your present, being present. That's the present to the world. Be happy, be blessed, because think about it. Literally, as we're sitting here today, there are people who didn't wake up.
You're right.
And tomorrow's not promised. The only promise we have is today. And that's why, as I've gotten older, I make it a conscious decision to just look at the little things in life. I'll sit still. Oh, the birds. Oh, that bird sounds good. Oh, watch that. It's a feather just going across the sky. I mean, I look and I'm more in tune to different things, because if you just constantly going, you will miss so much. Yeah. And again, we don't have but so many decades on this. You're going to your fourth decade.
I know.
I'm already going to my fourth quarter of life, if you do the math.
Yeah.
So, and if it puts it in perspective about how you look at what you need to do and to accomplish the things you want to accomplish, and allow people. I made a decision last year, going to my last year, my 50s. My birthday's on the 19th. Every 19th of the month, I don't care where I am, what I'm doing, that day, I'm doing something for Micheline. Wow. So that way, I am celebrating me every single month, at least once. And if I can give myself 12 times to celebrate me, that's crazy. Just 12 times out of 365 days.
Yeah.
But that's my gift to myself, celebrate me. And you better celebrate you.
I know. I need to work on that. I do it in pockets, but I don't think I even do 12.
Well,
Not
I
that you-
don't.
yeah, like it's like
How do you have time to
I'm
really
like,
do?
oh, I have to do this, 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 this. I think something I struggle with though is I say like, oh my God, I'm going to be 40, right? I'm going to be 40. And then I say, well, have I accomplished enough? What am I? And then I ask myself, well, who are you trying to impress? Like, what's my
That's
level?
true.
What is my level where I'm going to be like happy? And I don't think I have one. I think I just keep going.
And I'm glad you said that. I look at my life at the age of my kids. My son is 38. He just turned 38 this week. And I'm like, 38? Oh my God, what have I done in 38 years? I haven't done this. I haven't done that. Then I'm like thinking all the stuff I want to do. But think about it. I've had 38 years of being a mother. 38 years of fussing, yelling, as a little toddler to a teen to a grown man. I still fuss and yell, even though he's a grown man. So I look at the things I've accomplished in my children. What have I poured into them? What have I given them? And then again, as a mom, you're constantly, I don't care that your kids are whatever age, you're going to constantly worry about them.
Yeah.
My daughter, I'm like, you better text me when you get home. You better, so that part of life is not going to change. But that's when the grace and mercy comes in, to know that you are an amazing mom. You were given that opportunity to birth amazing kids.
Yeah.
And your life, your legacy is going to always go on. So how do you want them to remember your legacy in your life? And it's doing something specifically around family for me now is so important. And girl, you got it. You got it.
I don't know.
No, you do. You have it. When I first met you, I even told you that you have the it.
I know. And it's like, what is the, then it's like, what is the it? So I'm here. Weird. This may be the it.
No, your it is yours. And again, think about it. I tell people, there are, I don't know how many millions of billions of people in the world. Let's look at soda. Coke, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, whatever. All these brands of soda. And people go, oh, but I like this, I like that. But there are billions of people to like your podcast, that podcast.
Yeah.
So there's always enough of everything for everyone to get it. The sad part about it is people, when they start seeing you get what it is you want to get, they got to find a reason to get at you so people don't, they kind of, they steal your joy because they're seeing you do what they want to do, but their fear froze them.
Yep. And I get that. I've gotten that. And there's people that
I feel like it though.
I'm like, whatever now. First I was hurt. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. But
in the beginning
now,
I was really hurt. Like, okay. But now I'm like, whatever. How's your little business? My little business is doing quite well.
And
it's like shade, low key. Like,
yeah, little.
I heard that. Oh, but okay.
But people sometimes, they don't know how stupid they sound until they're told how stupid they sound. Yeah. And when I heard somebody, because someone said to me, are you still doing that little thing, Meet Me Monday?
Meet Me Monday was huge. Like, what are you talking about?
That little thing? Okay.
Wasn't little at all.
Just go back and look. Yeah, that little. So again, it's because I truly believe they don't know how stupid they sound. And it's okay, put little words in there that you think are going to steal my joy. Yeah. But the best way to get back at somebody is to show them how successful you are and you were meant to be.
Yeah.
And people hate on the sidelines. And think about it, you're going to always have haters. Yeah. I say my haters elevate me because sometimes I use them to push me forward. But sometimes think about it. I don't know if you have, I'm sure you have your human, you still will fall into a hole of, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
How should I do it? Did I ask the right questions? What should I do? All those things. And tell yourself yes for that particular moment in time. Because then if you made a mistake, you just do it over again, Yeah. Life is full of mistakes.
That part. I had to learn that part too. Take the lesson, grow from it, experience the lesson, all the things, and then
move
put it back out there. Move on from it. Continue to be human and do all the things. Because that's where we are. We're doing all the things.
All the things, all the time. But I want to tell you that, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, and my heart is all up in there. I want you to know that you were born for this. You were born for whatever that feeling is. Don't ever stop.
Yeah.
Really. Even because you're going to get to moments where you feel you hit the wall. Push pause. just take a moment and stop and make sure that the people that are in your corner are the right people in your circle. Because everybody that's in your corner does not belong in your circle.
Why? Oh my gosh. Pause. Look, pause. No, listen. Oh God, who was I listening to? I can't even remember. Oh, I got to pull my phone. It's over there somewhere. I just heard that.
It's so true.
On a speaker. And I was going through Instagram and he was said, think, who do you have in your corner? Now think about how big the corner is. You can only have certain amount of people in your corner. He explained the difference between the corner and the circle. And I was like, oh, that's deep. That is so, okay. And then I started to think about who do I have in my corner and who do I have in my circle. Literally, this was last night. And then you talk about the corner and the circle.
Well, I don't know who the person is, but that's how
I'm going to pull it up after we're done to show you.
Please tell me, because I've always felt like that.
I'm like, oh my God.
But it's true, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I'm an extrovert, but I am an introvert extrovert. I'm an introvert, meaning I love being by myself. I could be home all day and no radio, no TV, just silence. I just like natural sound. But I'm an extrovert because I like being on the stage and entertaining and hosting and all that. But I like to be on the stage. So ain't that many people on the stage. Yeah. That's my corner. Ain't that many people up here. Yeah. But, out there, that's the circle of the sea of life. Everybody is out there. Where I'm out there to look to see how they looking and all that. But then I can get back in my little corner. But again, my circle is so small. It really is. I can count on one hand how many people in my circle. But my corner, I can pack them all in there, get to the side, stack them up. And it's important because, again, if I need you, are you in my circle in my corner?
Yes.
If I can I call you at 2 a.m. and say, you know what, I just needed someone just to listen. Are you in my circle in my corner? It will let you have that balance of who is really there for you. Because people love you when you're up.
Yep.
They love you when you're doing good and when you're out there and smiling, but they don't understand that even the therapist needs therapy.
Yep. That part. And he said that too. He said, when you're
Who
down.
Is this man? I need to be.
I'm gonna pull him. Because I'm like, I've been watching him because I need some more motivation. And another thing that happened this morning, but he said, who calls you when you're down? Not that you're down and then you're reaching out to them saying, I'm down. Who can say, okay, she's not being herself. She's not being herself. What do you need? What do I need to do? How can I I was just like, oh my God. Only about a few, I started really thinking about that because my circle has shrunk a lot.
It's supposed to, though.
A lot.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
Because God is putting those people and aligning you with your next step. And everybody can't go and step with you. They can't. People will step on you, over you, around you, and not even think about, hey, I just knocked her over. They just look at you like, oh, well, she got it. Because they assume that you always have it. Because you show them that you always have it. Yeah. And, it's okay to not have it. I want you to don't even think about when. I always tell myself, if someone pops into your head, it's a reason. Random people, you might be watching the movie or driving down the street. Someone will just pop into your head. Text them. Just, hey, you popped into my head. Literally, I've done that to you. Yeah. You popped into my head. And so I tell myself, because you never know when people need that extra text message just to look down at the phone and say, oh my gosh, I haven't talked to her in 5 years. And things like that go a long way for setting up for someone's inside because they'll remember that. Like, oh my gosh, I was having a bad day. And how did you know? I didn't know. You popped into my head. So the universe sends signals. I share with everybody. Earth. How do you spell earth? The earth.
Like E-A-R-T-H. Oh, Lord, that's spell it right.
No. And I say that the first 3 letters in the word earth.
Ear?
E-A-R. Ear. The earth here is everything we're putting into it. If we're speaking negativity, it's going into the grounds. Boom. Negative's going to come back. If you're constantly speaking thoughts of positivity, I want to help, I want to go, I want to do, the universe is receiving it. You're putting so much greatness into the universe that it's got to come back to you. Yeah. And that's something I do. I mean, I talk a lot, but I'm always talking positive. I have said negative things now. I'm not going to say I never have. But I make it.
Yeah, we're human.
Yeah, I ain't going to say I don't. But honestly, I want to speak positively about anybody because I want those positive vibes to come back to me. If you hang around broke people, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be broke.
Yep.
You know, but if you surround yourself around people that are doing great things, but you still got to be mindful. How are people trying to get to the end result? Are they all about the money? Or are they all about making the money work for them? Sometimes people have these big platforms and they're about getting money, and they're really not true to the game. And you see that a lot from let's call it what it is, from the godly people all the way down to the
All the way
godless.
down. Yep.
You know, they're all about the money. And that's when it shows you that, man can make money, but money should never make man.
Yeah. This podcast episode is brought to you by FemForce, the ultimate solution for entrepreneurs craving consistent professional content without the hassle. Say goodbye to content creation overwhelm and hello to streamlined process that delivers 50 to 60 stunning photos and short video clips in just 1 hour. With shoots held at Instagram-worthy locations across cities like Austin, Atlanta, Dallas, DC, Denver, Houston, Miami, Nashville, Phoenix, and Tampa. FemForce ensures you have fresh visuals to elevate your brand every month, whether you're launching a new product, updating your website, or keeping your social media vibrant. FemForce Shoots has got you covered. Don't miss this game-changing opportunity to elevate your brand and finally get the content you deserve. I've got an exclusive code just for my listeners to get you started today. So you can stop waiting and start showing up like the boss you are. Click the link below and let FemForce Shoots bring your brand to life. I feel like this was supposed to happen today. Because this morning, I've been up since like 4 this morning.
Really? Why so early?
Because my thoughts.
You can't prepare with me.
Listen. No, I wasn't prepared. Listen, I wasn't preparing, but no, my thoughts.
Okay.
My thoughts. And then then I started folding clothes. I was like, I did this laundry, but I'm like downstairs by myself. Nothing on, no TV on, no music, nothing, folding clothes. And then Charles was like, what are you? He woke up with Milo, Leah's dog. And he's like, wait, what are you doing up? I'm telling you, that's why he was going off. Because, he knew that you were downstairs. I was like, I was literally over whatever this is, right? And I'm like, I'm over it. I have an event that I have to try to get done by December 6th. I don't have this ready. I don't have this ready. I got to sell this many tickets. Like, I'm going through everything. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. And he's like, girl, what? But then hearing you say, like, press pause. And
just press pause.
But I was, like, over it this morning. I'm like, I'm so tired.
Well, looking at you, I would not know that. I mean, tired to me, people go, are you tired? Physically, mentally, emotionally, all those things, yes, you can be tired. But the end result is, you have to just keep going. But listen to your body.
Yeah.
You can tell, because sometimes you can get so tired that you feel like you're catching a cold or, listen to your body. Don't be crazy. But also, this is your time, hearing you telling me that you got to do this, this, and this. That's when you need to look at your circle. Or people in the corner to see and delegate. Micheline, I have this event coming up. I need blah, blah, blah. Do you know anybody? I always say, if you can't come, send someone. Maybe you can't come, but maybe you know somebody that you can extend it to and to use me for that as well. And if I can't, I'm the person that I will try. And if I can't, I'll let you know I can't. But I will be, I make a promise made, promise kept with me. So if there's something that I can help you with, I don't know what it is, but I'll help you. If I can't buy the ticket for myself, I'll buy and give it to somebody else. But don't stress. You hear that? Don't stress over the small stuff. It's just small stuff.
And I said, what did I say? I said, I'm doing all of this. And 2 things happened. So I said, I'm doing all this. I don't even am I supposed to be, I'm doing this. Am I supposed to be doing this? Am I helping anybody? Like, I was just going, I was going through at 4 a.m. You would have been like, girl, get off my phone.
Go get some tequila. Make it
what
all,
you
babe.
doing? Like, what is happening? He's like, you're fine. Like, you're fine. And then one of the ladies that, she's one of my clients from Breakthrough to the Bank. We had a session yesterday. She actually texted me this morning and she was like, I just want you to know, I know that I'm one of your clients, but, you're my friend, like, you're my sister. And I was just like, okay, maybe I'm doing this for the right reason. Like, but it's hard and I don't know. It's hard, but I was definitely going through this morning. Like,
it's supposed to go through. And it's okay. That's the great thing about when you start tapping into yourself, when you feel like everything is just rising up like yeast making the bread, the dough get all fat. You feel it rising, rising, rising. It's rising for a purpose. Yeast makes things rise,
Yeah.
and your faith, your belief, all that should make, things rise and just get just overwhelming, but overwhelming in a good sense.
Yeah.
I just love the fact that you said that you feel it.
Oh yeah, it's there. I don't turn it off. Like you don't turn it off. I'm like, I don't, but it's not like I'm just going crazy, but
Right.
I'm always like, I'm doing something. I'm like, oh, I could do this, or maybe it's just always.
Do you write stuff
there.
down to physically see it? That's another thing.
I have to because and I go back to I'm like, okay. And yesterday I did it when I went into the office. I was like, oh, and I did a whole. I didn't even know what I was doing, and I wrote a whole little diagram. And I'm like, okay, this.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, now I'm gonna do. And I have it down. Like I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it.
Sometimes it's just automated.
It's just going. I'd be like, oh my God, what am I doing? Who am I emailing? Who am I calling? What is this? How am I tapping into that? And I'm doing it. And there's like this one lady I really want to work with. Okay, I'm not going to say her name.
No, I don't want to know her name.
I'll tell you after off camera, right? But I started following her on Instagram, right? And then you know who it is. You know who it is. You know everyone. You know who it is. You do.
Okay.
And so I was like, I really want to work with her. And this was, wow, I'm going to work with her. And I just started following her, and then I started liking some of her stuff. But I'm like, she's so big that I know she doesn't manage her media, her social media page.
I don't manage mine either, child.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You might get Anna. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm like, I'm going to work her. And I wrote it in I have a little white book, and I was like, and I did like it happened already, like me and so-and-so.
I love that. Yeah, spoke it. You speak
we were
it.
in California and da-da-da-da. Me and so-and-so, right? And I'm like, I'm going to meet her. And so this has been years of like doing, okay? So then she posted something. She has another page. And I was like, okay, I'm going to follow that page. And then she's like, oh, if you want to learn this. And I was like, I'm going to say DM and say yes. So someone DM me back, and then they're like, they've signed her. I said, I don't think this is really her, but it could be, but I don't know. But, I messaged back. So then the second part she's doing, I'm a part of that, okay? And so I get on a Zoom call with the one person I knew who was managing her social media page. And she says, I have to help you. And I said, huh? And she's like, yeah, I have to help you. And I said, okay, well, I'm interested anyway. She's like, how well do you know so-and-so? And I was like, what you mean? I said, I follow her on social media, and one day I'm going to work with this woman. It's coming. I don't know when. She was like, well, she called me. The first message was her with her name.
Okay.
With the X was her. And she called me and said, you have to work with her. She's amazing. And I said, I've never talked to her. I've never
But people are
spoken
watching.
to her.
Think about what you said, social media.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it could be a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
There's 95% of what I do, I don't post. And then when I do decide to post, where was that? Why you ain't tell me you were there? Because I don't feel that everything I do, everyone should know about. Some things I just forget. And I'm horrible at posting. But people watch other people. And something about you had her watching you. Yeah. And you don't even ask yourself why.
I was like,
who cares?
Yeah.
It's coming together, and hopefully it's a great connection. And I got to know who this person is.
I was like, so then I was like, I only talk, I just follow her on social media and not comment. But like, she's like, no, we're really friends. Here's some pictures. And she sent me, and I was like, oh, she's so cute. She was like, yeah. And so this is what I will do for you. I know you're very busy. I will run this social media page for you. I will get X, Y, and Z for you. And this is what we're going to do. And I was just like, Charles, me and her are going, because now we're getting closer to where we're going to be in the same room. Okay. I know it's going to happen. Maybe next year.
I need to be in the same room with whoever need to be in the same room.
But
I don't even know who she is. But
yeah, but I wrote this down, and I can show you. And I wrote the date on it for a reason, because I was like, when this happens, I'm going to go back to this book and show you guys. Like, I wrote this down. So it's crazy. So I'm like, I gotta keep going.
You have to. Like I said earlier when I talked about myself, I literally kept saying, I want to meet this person. I want to be around that person. I want just random people. And literally, I cannot, I don't even know. I sometimes surprise myself that I say things, and when it happens, I'm like, well, I did say I wanted that. Or I did say I wanted to meet him or her, literally, 3 random things that just popped into my head. One, Oprah Winfrey. Everybody knows who Oprah is and her whole thing from Baltimore on television till, her show and all that. Never knew that I would have major connections to her. But I kept saying one day I'm going to meet her. My good friend does her makeup, Derek Rutledge. Then she ended up coming to the African American Museum because there was a movie out on the Gila, Henrietta Lacks. They did a whole thing, and Oprah was like the producer or something. Don't quote me, but she was behind the story of Henrietta Lacks. Went to high school with Kim Lacks, who was Henrietta Lacks' granddaughter, and her gene became this huge thing for her blood, their DNA. So that was my connection to meet Oprah through my friend who did her makeup and another high school friend. I mean, crazy things. And then most recently, Barack Obama. I kept saying, Jesus, I just want to be in the room with that man. But I kept saying one day. So I was in a room with him at a, Congressional Black Caucus dinner, but so was thousands of other people. And I was not standing in no line. I said, no. If I'm going to meet that man, but it's going to be in a different situation. So here I am volunteering for Angela Arthur Brooks before she became county exec. And she was state's attorney for Prince George's County. I've always been on her campaign. And so when she started running for senator, I continued to be on her campaign. And one day, literally, I got an email. Hey, Micheline, we need some more volunteers. Can you come and help? I'm like, yeah, okay. But I felt different when I pulled into the parking lot. I said, why are these black cars? And why are people? I just felt different. I said, somebody big is coming to this. And people were like, who do you think? And everyone's like, something's going on. Everyone was saying the same thing. Who's coming? Well, Hyundai. We were sitting there. Barack walks into the room. Everyone's screaming, going crazy. I'm like, yes. This is how it gets better. He says, I cannot take selfies with everybody because, there was like maybe 50, 60 people in the room. He said, I can't, but we can take pictures in groups. But why were people still, take a selfie? And he was taking as many as he could. I said, he got around to my side. I said, and he heard me. I didn't know he heard me. I said, I'm not asking him for no picture. And so he got to me. He goes, well, you get a hug because I heard you say you're not asking for a picture. So he hugged me, and somebody videotaped me saying that and him hugging me. And I'm like, God, I didn't know he heard me say it. I didn't want to take a picture. So but it's things like that. So I always tell people, you never know. My last one I'll say is that I was asked to do PR media for the Prince George's Film Festival. And in that time, it was... there were so many celebrities, but Tina Knowles and her husband at the time, they were two of the people I did PR for. And so I was like, wherever she was at the festival, that's where I was, And so I'm sitting down talking to her, and I'm thinking, I'm sitting here with Beyonce's mama.
Yeah.
That's Beyonce.
Yes.
But I don't look at people like that because I'm in work mode. But I kept saying one day I want to meet her. But going backwards, I had already met Beyonce when she was with Destiny's Child. And she came up to me to say hi to me. Don't ask me why. There was this club in D.C. called Love at the time. And they were performing. And I'm standing there where the steps to go onto the stage, just standing there talking to somebody. And she comes over to me and she goes, touches me, thank you for coming. And I'm like, okay, thank you. That has stuck in my brain forever that she came over to me. People like, do you know? I don't know her.
But
then I met her daddy and did PR for him when he came for different people. Then I met the mama. So I'm like, I don't met people. But
so cool.
You got to keep writing it down and speaking it. Again, there's lots of other people, but it's a blessing that you can say I've met somebody, and more so than just taking pictures with them.
Yeah.
I have people in my phone that I can physically call, to this day, call them. And know that it's more than just a phone call. It's a friendship that I've developed, and I'll text them every now and then just to say hi. When they come to town, they'll call me or let me know they're in town. Even like tomorrow, the hottest thing out was 803 Fresh from Boots on the Ground.
Oh, wow.
And you know that saying? You ain't no fans? Yeah. People kept wanting him to come to D.C. and get on TV. I don't know him from a can of paint. I said, I'll get him. I'm like, Micheline, you don't put your foot in your mouth. How are you going to make this happen? But God in the universe allowed it to happen. And now, I have a great connection with them, and they're like, "Hey, we're coming back to town. Come to the event," and blah blah blah. So everything that you write down, everything that you pray about, I'm pointing at you. Everything that you want, everything of the things of every. If you don't believe that you're supposed to have it, why should I? If you don't claim it and work toward it and do everything you can, why should I help you?
Yeah.
So all the things that you already know that just they fester in your soul and it just makes you so happy. Like you said, you're happy. You're supposed to be happy. And when people aren't making you happy, that's when you're supposed to not let that happen.
Yeah.
Because your happiness and your joy, you're responsible for. Don't assume that other people are supposed to make you happy or supposed to give you joy. They're not. Other people are supposed to be who they are, people.
Yeah.
And you find the happiness and joy in them. And if you don't find it, then the next thing is you need to happen is to, make way.
Yeah. I learned that lesson. I learned that lesson in my 30s.
Wait till you hit 40. And then 50.
This one, I learned that. But I did. For a while, I thought it was other people's responsibility to make me happy. And
I did too.
I had a boss, because I really was going through, and he knew my whole Lifetime movie at the time. He was like,
Lifetime movie.
He was like, come on out, close the door. And so I would talk to him like, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. And at one time he stopped me and he was like, every time you come in here, you say, when this happens, I'll be happy.
Ooh.
Or when this happens, I'll be at peace. He's like, you got to that point and you still not happy. You got to this point and you still don't have peace. It's not their job. It is your job. And I was like,
He's like, wait a minute.
You might be right. Yeah, but until he shook me and was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're responsible. I had to take control of that and be like, wait a minute. Boundaries. This is what we're not going to do.
We don't. Yeah. Oh my God.
This is what I'm going to tolerate.
You said that.
This is how I'm going to move forward. And I am responsible for my happiness. And then once I started to say it, I'm like, I am responsible. Oh, this is my job. Oh, I'm good.
And that's the thing. You hear people tell you different things. And again, like me saying the circle in the corner, and somebody said that. Now, I'm sure other people have said that too. My brain works in acronyms. I have all type of acronyms for you give me something. And when I'm speaking, I got big CEO is my biggest one. BIG, believe in goals. CEO, change everyone's opinion. So you're already your big CEO. You got to believe it. And then you just claim it and make it happen. So people are like, how do you do all these different things? I'm like, I just believe that it's poor. I download it. It's downloaded into me. I can't explain it. And even for you, that feeling, you can't explain it. Things are just always downloaded into good people.
Yeah, I can't. And I one of the things I always say, and I think about it when I'm in the office, like when someone comes and say, oh, this happened. I'm like, what happened? Who? Okay, I got it. All right. And then they're like, what are you going to, I got it. And then I don't know what I'm doing.
You just do it.
All right, it's done. What you do? Don't worry about it. I took care of that. And it just happens. It just happens. And I had to, in order for me to be where I am right now, 5 years later, I had to take that too and put it into myself. Like I can get it done. Who do you need? Who you need to talk to? What's the thing? Oh, I got you. I'll call somebody. Or even if they don't, hey y'all, it's me, it's Quita. Listen, I know you don't know me, but listen real quick. Can we do it? We can? Okay, I'm going to walk over and talk to you. Then I get up and go talk to them. And then,
next thing you know.
Yeah, so I kind of use those skills too. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I'm going to get it done. Even, like I said this morning, going through, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to get it done. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And I know that it's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I just be having moments.
And that's why you said 5 years. 5 years, think about your growth like a tree. And think about all the trees that have been rooted in the ground and they're there. Have been there longer than you can even imagine, hundreds of years, but they're still standing. So when you look at 5 years, you're still like a little seedling. Mm-hmm. And they say that most people don't, technically they say, whoever they are, until they're in their 7th year of a journey of growth, because your first couple of years, it's trial and error.
Yeah.
And you might even stop in your 5th or 6th year and start back up. There are things that I stopped and I have to pick back up. So growth it's a never-ending cycle, never-ending. So don't compare yourself to your 5 years. Your 5 years are 5 amazing, magnificent, trial and error, all those things in your journey. And so when you do look back, you can put in perspective about, you know what, that was like the beginning. I was like a toddler. You know, now I'm a teenager. Now I'm a grandma, whatever it is. And this is going to be bigger than you're giving yourself credit for. Because you never know, like you said, who's watching you to come pick you up and say, you know what, okay, you got that, but now I need to see you on the red carpet. Now I need to see you up on the stage. Now I need to see you, you know, speaking to young girls or whatever the other passion you have. So if this is just one little marble in a whole jar of marbles, just let them all
come on. I do believe too, you'll be tested in ways. So let me tell you why I say that. So when did this happen? A couple weeks ago. So I believe that I know, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to be there, right? I'm going, I'm shooting for it, right? And part of my healing journey, I'm like, I feel like, I know healing is a circle, right? You're continuously healing, but I'm like, I pretty much covered everything. Like, I felt like.
You felt like you did. Okay, you
like,
felt like you did. All right.
I'm like, I'm ready. Like, you know, Lord, if you're holding anything, but I'm ready. Like, I want to get to wherever the heck I'm going. I'm ready for it.
Not your time.
Man, about 3 weeks ago, situation happened. And I felt like I took a million steps back in my healing journey. And I was down. Like, I didn't go to work. Like, I had to stay home. And I said, oh my God, I haven't dealt with this. That part was judgment. The word is judgment. We'll get into details after. But I hadn't dealt with that. Yes, you've done this. You've accomplished this. You've worked on all those feelings. But now, how are you going to handle other people judging what they don't know when they find out and you are pushing? Or what if I'm sitting on someone else's couch and they say, 20 years ago,
okay,
you this happened 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But here you are today. How'd you hit it? And that moment I said, okay, maybe I'm not ready.
Okay. I'm not a therapist. I don't have enough room for you to lay next to me.
I'm just telling you this what happened.
But but speaking your truth, I love the fact that you were so open, honest, and candid to speak your truth about how you feel, how you handle things, all that. But again, judgment, I tell people, don't cast a stone. Don't throw it in my glass house, in my brick house. Don't. Because again, who are we to judge? The only person that should judge me is God and myself. People can have opinions. People can have thoughts. People can have feelings. They can have all those things that they have. But it does not give them the right to judge, to give me their opinion and all that. Because again, when you have too much coming into you, it's going into your psyche. You hear it, whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah.
And it does. Once it gets into you and you internalize it, then you're judging yourself off of somebody else's words because now you're looking through your eyes like, well, she said I shouldn't and he said I can. So that's what's pushing you back down. And words have so much power. Like I tell myself, there's a difference between a doubter and a doer. A doer doesn't doubt and a doubter doesn't do.
Yeah.
So if you doubt you can X, Y, and Z, if you doubt you can, then you're not going to.
Yeah.
But if you just do it, it's done.
Yeah.
The same thing as I said, I tell people, Micheline has this thing, and I say my name Micheline like that. I'll tell people, they go, well, Micheline has this thing that, she doesn't like you to do this or she doesn't like you. And I'm like, don't speak to Micheline like she's not here. Micheline is here. What is it that I don't like or that
Tell me.
I mean, I'm here, so talk to me. I have a issue with certain words when people do certain things. If I invite you someplace or I want you to do something, it's intentional. So don't hit me back with, I'm going to try to make it. I'm going to try to call you. Because the word try gives you an out. Either you're going to do it or you're not. I'd rather you say, I can't come. I'm not able to come. But don't tell me you're going to try.
Yes.
Because when you, it's okay to try. It's an uneasy word for me. I hear people try. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to that. Do it or don't. That's how I am in life. Because again, think about it. If someone says they're going to try to call you and they don't, well, I tried. But did you want to?
Yeah.
Either you did or you don't, So words are powerful.
Yeah.
Speak it outside your tongue. You got to be careful.
Mm-hmm. I gave myself that day 24 hours.
You said 24.
and get my life together. And then I was like, oh, no, I've already dealt with this. Like, I literally had to talk to myself.
I love it.
And say, but you've already dealt with this part of your life. Ain't no way you're going to go through it now.
But the great thing
in your
about
life.
I'm sitting on the opposite side. This is your show. I'm just sitting here my heart is so full because I see so much. And I've told you that from day one.
I know.
It was something about your energy, something still about your energy that's infectious. It's something just literally, when I came through the door, I just lit up when I saw your face. So you are such a light. You are you illuminate much more than you're giving yourself credit for. So, they always say, oh, the light's at the end of the tunnel. You're like me. The light ain't at the end. I'm that light. So I'm walking through the tunnel. Everybody sees me coming, And so you're that fire. And I don't have a crystal ball or anything, but as long as I've known you, I've always felt that energy when I'm not around you. When something says, "Oh, go to her post. What is she doing?" I'm like, "Oh my God!" So you're electrifying, and so tap into your source, which you plug into only great things. And I know that in 5 more years from now, we're going to have a conversation, and it's going to be in your book. Remember? And you're going to show me all those things that you wrote down. And this here is going to be like the platform that catapults you to the next platform. But the great thing is, when you're a light, everything that you have lit up gets lit as well. So you're here in this area and space now. And so the next journey that you go to, whatever, this space that you're in, they're going to get more light because people are going to know how did it start? Where did it start? So this company, this right here, they're going to get lit to the next one too. And it's a circle, it's like a referral system. When you're using this as a reference point, where'd you go? How'd you do it? Yeah. Somebody else is going to want to be sitting right here because of what you said and have done with their help and support. So it's like a circle of life.
It is. It is. It is.
It is.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart and more for being a part of my podcast journey.
Yes.
I appreciate you so much.
And that goes 100% back to you. I am always and forever a phone call, a text.
I know, literally
away. I told you, you can't get rid of me.
I don't want to.
And if you do, I'm going to come find you and stalk you in a good way.
I don't want to at all. You've been, like I said, you're an inspiration. I look up to you. So you stuck with me too. So,
I tell people, and it's not important how somebody met. It's the fact that they met.
Yeah.
Because people always, they want to know your journey. How'd you meet? I could say and go, oh yeah, I met her when she was pregnant and we were sitting down having cake and ice cream or whatever it is. But that's how we met. But the meeting, what we're doing together, the M and me, the M-E, us, me, it's like we're writing it every day. We're writing the next steps of our forever. And like I said, I am just so grateful that I was at that place and time in my life, that season of, that I was supposed to meet you. And I said, when you walked in there, I was like, look at that beautiful woman. And you have not stopped just being beautiful inside and out. And you better not, because then I'm going to come and get you.
Not going to. No, I won't. Can you let the audience know where they can find and connect with you?
It's Micheline Bowman on all social media. I'm not on there as much as I should be, and if you Google me, that's cool up too. But I'll let you know if it's true or not. But it's Micheline Bowman, Bowman. No dots and sugar boo boo 1 2 3. Just Micheline Bowman. And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys, if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And if you're listening to it wherever you stream your podcast, make sure to leave a review. All right, you guys, until next time.